We're here to have a good time. We're here to not give a because society doesn't accept us, so we're going to accept everybody that's here. You got to have a tent. You got to have a safe place to sleep, because I know a lot of ninjas that are out here passing out on the grass and just laying there because they got in with their last bucks. They don't have so they're passing out on the road wherever they can, sleep until the sun comes up, dude.
And by the way, I've noticed every Juggalo sounds that they've half lost their voice.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's
hard living right there.
I think you may have heard in the background that shh. I think it's partially from nitrous. Does that give you like
yeah.
I wonder. I don't know.
I mean, maybe because like we had this guy from one of the first times you went, he was just chanting family.
Family.
Family. Family. Family.
So you would see like from yelling like that all the time.
Yeah, his voice is
Yeah, so we're talking to Mop here.
And he hit on something we've hit before in the Juggalo gathering is they get there barely, Greyhound or whatever, hitchhiking,
On their last dog.
and then who knows what happens next? Yeah, I had a field in Ohio.
I'll figure out how to get back.
Now, one thing that Mop just said is there are a lot of guys they'll party until the morning, just pass out in the grass and without protection. And unfortunately, despite this being a family of like-minded individuals, that can lead to problems.
My boys don't have any money because they lost their dude. People are out here snatching wristbands and people sleep.
How would you even do that? Like, if I tried to take your wristband, like, you would feel that, though, right?
Some people get so up here that they pass out for 12 hours and don't feel or hear or see a thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and so when you're just like a dead body laying on your cot for 12 hours, people come up to you with all of your dude.
Okay.
But aren't you missing stuff if you're laying around for 12 hours?
Well, the idea is you're up till, you're watching the bands, there's some, like, late-night wrestling, and you're doing a lot of drugs, and then you pass out for 12 hours.
Sure.
Now, at some point, another Juggalo steals your wristband so they can either give it to a friend, resell it, whatever.
Okay.
Even though they're family.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
that's
all
the thing. I know
here
they're
for
not
each other.
right. They're not upstanding individuals, but I thought they're supposed to look out for each other.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
it's
They,
like
honor among thieves.
Bunch
Well,
of hypocrites.
they
yeah,
speak
right.
outside of one side of their mouth and do something else. In fact,
Was that an alarm going off in the background? Is there carnival, other carnival games kind of going like?
You picked up on something interesting as well, Woody. So there are probably Juggalo gathering is nothing but noise all the time. Fireworks, music,
It's
etc.
like they talk about being in jail, like jail,
Right.
prison. Like they just say
Never
it's just
quiet.
loud.
Chaos, and
Yeah.
because about 500 people decided to bring megaphones. Because what they love doing is that as you're sitting there in your campsite and people are walking around the gathering, you just yell stuff like "Show me your butthole." So because Juggalos love yelling nasty things at each
Sure.
other, and that's what you're hearing there. So there's a lot of megaphones and stuff like that. Now, I just happened before talking to Mop, I found and encountered one Juggalo finding another thief Juggalo.
Ooh.
So this
Street
girl,
justice.
right, exactly. This girl and her crew were walking by a campsite, and she goes, "Wait a minute, that's my guy's like little blue wagon." Menace, you're a fan of the rolling wagons.
Yes, shout out to Wagons.
Because, and these are wagons and coolers, very common at the gathering because people throw their drinks and stuff in them as they walk around the different
You
venues.
can be
There's like the foldable ones that you'll see at like Target and Walmart.
And so she's screaming, and I didn't want to get too close and interrupt as a narc. I wanted to see it play out. So she's screaming at the.
I'm sure the police are coming running, right?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
They stepped to you quick.
In fact, no, they did not.
Oh,
And
weird.
so they go, "Hey, go get security." So one of them runs off to go find security. Well, at that point, the girl who allegedly stole all this stuff, and they found a bag full of like power tools and all. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Stuff you bring to the gathering.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And so she skedaddles out the back of the tent, and this guy goes chasing after her. Meanwhile, he's screaming at the other people in her crew for harboring a thief. And that's all I caught was this little bit of audio right here. You let a thief get away, you effing punks.
Oh, wow.
As he's like chasing this girl through the
Yeah.
Again, Juggalos, just
Yeah.
a family, not here to steal from
Yeah.
each other. Oh wait, you can't leave anything alone because you got robbed.
All right, so Seabass last weekend was at the gathering of the Juggalos.
And we played this clip here. This is the woman. I did not actually find this woman. I looked for her. She's the
Right.
woman in the power chair. She's got a clear plastic dildo filled with ashes.
Oof.
And here she is telling the Juggalo Clownvis what's in that dildo.
Is an actual replication of my husband's penis with his ashes in it that I have slowly been spreading around the gathering, and he's here.
Yeah, and then of course some other a-hole with a megaphone in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're
Sounds
catching
like
on.
there's
Yeah.
tour guides around or something.
Yeah.
Except they're telling you to show your sphincter.
Yeah, and she is so gross. She has the eye.
Beyond, bro.
We were talking about it on yesterday's show. She has the I love pegging men belly shirt.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
about 300 pounds in this
as
wheelchair,
you.
and then she's wearing like lingerie from the bottom down.
By the way, you're lucky she's wearing lingerie because there are a lot of women at the gathering her size who are fully naked.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Now, I went so
Bush or bear?
I can't really tell.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
true.
gotta lift it up.
Flaps,
true.
exactly. So that I Heart Pegging Men shirt was actually sold on site by this woman Angela, and she's one of those like the tattooed suicide girl type of girls.
Yeah. Okay.
And she has her own line of clothing, which she's going to tell us about here.
Okay.
Nowhere Fast is a clothing brand. We make good clothes for
She sounds way too sober already.
Well, she's actually a business. She's actually there doing
Yeah, yeah.
work. She's
Vendor,
not. She's
yeah.
not high on
But
nitrous.
do they have money to spend on this stuff? Like, because the nerds, they go to Comic-Con. They got money.
Right.
You know,
Right.
the Barbie people that Seabauer say that Men has talked to.
Yeah.
They
have
they
Amazon
don't
money.
money.
But as we just
Yeah.
heard, a lot of people
They have
show up to the
game money.
gathering with literally nothing.
Yeah.
So there are a handful who have some cash.
Nowhere Fast is a clothing brand. We make good clothes for bad bitches. We have the I Heart Pegging Men design.
Yeah.
The My Made Him Psycho. I Eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
My blank.
My vagina made him psycho.
Now those
Yeah.
are shirts that Juggalos would love wearing,
Oh,
obviously.
Oh.
Now, so what Angela, Nowhere Fast, is that what she said, right? I believe?
Yeah, nowherefast.com.
So she goes to different festivals, like but more metal festivals. You can tell it's like hard rock,
Sure.
tattoo sort of
Right.
stuff.
That's a perfect name for her company because that's where all her clientele is going.
Kidding.
Right, Corey.
Wow.
Kidding.
So
Perfect
now,
name.
now I'll give Angela some credit. Besides, she's pretty sexy, you know, but like that tattooed vixen sort of look.
Right.
Besides having these cool shirts, she holds periodic contests throughout the gathering, the Juggalos, that involve things where men and women eat things off other men and women. Here's an example from Angela.
Okay.
While people are coming up, like, hey, eating contest is at 8 o'clock. Basically, with the eating contest, we put chocolate pudding on people's ass, and then somebody else eats it off.
Oh, well,
wow.
there's an
Oh,
idea
my
for the next Dare for Dollars.
There's an idea for the next Woody Show live event.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
In fact, I witnessed it. I went back the next day, and she was having a kitty eating contest where it was 3 girls on chairs.
Okay.
They smeared vanilla pudding all over first
Ooh.
off, they removed their pants except for G-strings and
Right.
bikini bottoms. Girls removed it, got the smear, all of the vanilla pudding.
Right.
And then 3 other girls. Yeah.
Mhm.
Get it off there. And the fastest one
Oh,
wins.
stop it, Sam. Like you've never.
How can you not watch that?
Yeah, you used to party, you know?
How could you not watch
yeah,
that?
please. She's
every
got this
woman-
judgmental look on her face. Like,
She's
oh,
sorry.
I would be so uncomfortable if I went back. Like the idea that Seabass was standing there watching it live makes me so uncomfortable to think like if
that's-
I was there watching that live.
It's a couple of years ago. There was something that broke out. Everybody's throwing lawn chairs and stuff over the crowd. Like something broke out. It was maybe one of the performances or something. It was like in a tent or something.
That's the trash war. That happens every year.
The trash war. Okay.
So, to break this, that's a different event. And what happens
That's the
is
whole event.
every Saturday afternoon, ICP the band hold like a seminar, like an hour-long talk about what's coming up for the next year. Well, before that happens, all the Juggalos have decided this just kind of happened spontaneously. They decide we're going to bring a bunch of trash, including like raw squid and just garbage from any fecal
They
matter.
bring it with them.
And then for like a good half hour before ICP shows up, they'll just get on the opposite side of the tent and toss at each other. Again, raw fish, chairs,
Braveheart.
anything you can find. And so the place stinks, and then here comes ICP to tell you about the new album.
It's kind of like Coachella for losers.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Not nice.
But keep that in mind. Next live event.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I like the pudding
Yeah,
thing.
her website is nowherefast.co.
Oh, okay.
If
.co.
you'd like to get
All right,
some.
well, it's the
clothing.
gathering of the Juggalos. Seabass spent the weekend there amongst the animals
And
who are crawling all over the place. And so we got all this audio. We do have some more to share.
Yeah, we do.
But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with that next here on The Woody Show. Hang on.
The Woody Show. We'll be back in a sec.